Talk to me, brother.
Welcome back. I'll say I missed you guys. It's been 2 weeks since we did this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's been a while.
Yeah. I mean, you went to Mexico. I was in Van. How was your trip? I mean, we've been getting some of the stuff we can't really talk about out of the way, but
Do you really want me to start this off with a breakdown of the trip?
I mean,
I can do it.
Sure, do it up.
Okay, I'll do it. So we start off. I don't need to get into my fear of flying. Okay, take everything aside and how bad the traffic and all that shit was. But we were sitting on the plane, which was delayed, and we're finally sitting on the plane waiting to take off. There's like 6 of us going, and all of a sudden, this guy starts it up, and we see smoke. Yeah. We see smoke, and then all hear is, for like 5 minutes, everyone's like, man, we're like, do you smell that? It smells like gas. And there's smoke coming out of the one side of the fucking plane. And then the one chick who's like a stewardess or whatever, she goes, oh, it's completely normal. So I don't know. I'm like, fuck, maybe it's cold. Maybe it's normal, right? Whatever. And then all we hear like 2 minutes later is the captain, we got something going on. Or,
No.
we got someone coming up to check it out just to make sure it's all clear. But for now, we got a bit of a delay. Everyone hang tight. No, the stewardess, by the way, she moseys off because she knows she looks like a fucking idiot. And now I'm sweating. So we're delayed another like 50 minutes in the plane. And then finally, like they stop the plane. They don't, and then they turn it back on. And then fucking same thing. Smoke. Gas, the exact same shit happens. And then the captain gets on and he goes, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly how he said it. The guy came and it passed all checks and we're good to go. That's it. The guy came. He literally said the guy came. So it's singular,
Hey,
not a fucking team.
How many times can you say the guy came?
And it's
and it's not even
I
the
didn't even tickle
engineer
his
came,
balls.
dude. The guy.
the guy,
Jose.
and then he said we passed all checks. So it's a guy with a checkboard being like, I think it's fine. You know how many bad days at work I've had? You know how many kids I've dropped?
Just pencil whipping.
Yeah, just literally
like,
pencil
what the
whipping that
fuck?
checklist.
And then so he's like, we're clear for takeoff. We're good. And like, yeah, you want to fucking set me off? That's how you do it.
And
And then
Did you make it?
We made it. Had to carry the flight, so we made it. We get there. It's all good. And then we get there. It's pretty cool. It was spring break for Michigan State there. So this place is an absolute party. Okay.
Go Spartans.
Yeah, go Spartans. What else was fun? Man, shit. Half the story's escaping me now that I'm on the bright lights here. But
I gotta ask.
yeah.
If you're kind of don't know where to go, what was the food like
always
there?
know where to go. Dude, the food was good. And I'm like a meat
Mexico's
and potato
got good
guy.
food.
I'm a meat and potato guy. The food is pretty good, though. Like, I can't complain about that.
What did you have? Authentic Mexican
Not
food?
a fucking shot. I would never.
It's so good.
Dude, they had taco stations like the entire time, and I never had
Dude,
like
it's
not one.
It's like my pet peeve when it's like white people do it all the time, but they're like they're just like, we had authentic Indian, Italian, whatever it is food, and they're just like, dude, there's nothing worse when like some idiot comes back from Italy and they're like, I had an authentic Neapolitan pizza with some bruschetta,
Oh, it's dumb.
and you're
Yeah, I know.
Buddy.
And by the way, I've done that. I've been that guy.
You're looking at him.
This is pizza. I go to Pizza just to shit on everyone there. You're eating
Not even
cardboard,
that.
buddy. I've been to fucking.
not even that, man. That's
Yeah.
fucking. You had a fucking flatbread and bruschetta, man. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but it's
Do you know what?
it's levels.
We do pizza better here.
Oh,
That's the dumbest thing
okay.
I've ever
I
heard.
like
What
it.
a fucking
I
thing.
like where it's
There's
going.
no way.
I like where
way.
it's going.
Have you
let
ever?
me
Well, no.
picture
Have you
this,
ever gone
picture
anywhere
this.
and they go, "Can I get a Canadian slice, please?"
Yeah, well, pizza
No.
has a meat Canadian
Yeah,
slice.
that's-
Picture this though.
Bacon, pep, mushroom. Let's
Okay.
go.
Pizza Hut, meat lovers pizza, stuffed crust, a pound of boneless wings, and a liter of Mountain Dew. That's better than anything you're gonna get in Italy. I promise you. 11
So
times.
you're
better than
downtown. Hey,
anything
you're
getting
You're in Rome. You're in
Italy.
the streets
No
of
way.
Milan. You're downtown Rome.
No, that place is trash.
You're in. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm telling you, 1,500 years ago, if
Yeah.
Italy started putting Pizza Huts all over the world, Rome would still be an empire. But no, they went around with their flatbreads and bruschetta. It's fucking nonsense.
Okay, I'm gonna continue my story. So, sure, Canadian pizza, fucking, it's elite. Za. That's what everyone goes for. Although Portnoy came here and he gave we had a couple places in Toronto that he ranked like high.
Yeah, I'm not. That's still bullshit, man. Those people are still out there trying to say this is authentic Italian pizza or whatever their bullshit is, man. I'm talking.
Yeah, but you know why
Hut.
they say that? They
Pizza
say that
Hut.
because that's where it came from.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
fuck it, and we made it
But
better.
that's like saying like, hey, yo, we have like the best authentic sushi.
Okay,
Like we definitely
Chinese
don't.
food is nothing they eat in China.
Why are you looking at me?
Because I need some
But,
help
like,
here. Yo,
No, when you like go to a restaurant in
in China,
in
you get
Canada,
they don't call it Chinese food. They call it food.
obviously
That's what they have there.
it's fucking tips.
No, it's
There's no
Imagine
Chinese
going
you're
to like
telling me?
Chinese food. Can I get some Chinese? I'm feeling Chinese tonight, sweetie. And then she just turns around and she goes, "Well, that's weird because the Chinese is feeling me."
It's crazy
a lot
because
of-
in Italy they don't call it Italian food either. They just call it fucking I don't know.
Yeah, but
pizza.
the way you say it is like,
What?
like, let me finish my story. So,
He's just had enough of my bullshit.
yeah,
there has been a lot of bullshit.
yeah. Okay, so that was a fun thing. And again, Mexico, like that's 7 days is a long time for me. But then I do that, and then you come back here. I was 3 days in. I was like, "Fuck, I'm ready to go home, man. My liver can't take much more of this." But then I get back
soft.
here, and this is my day today. I'm working with this kid, and the couple kids at the table, and the one kid, I'm like feeding him snack, and he goes, "My plate's wet," and there's some water on his plate, and I was like, "Ah, okay, I'll take it." And then he goes, starts crying, goes, "My cup's wet," and I was like, "Well, you got water in your cup." So
Yeah.
water's gonna be wet. Explain that to a kid. You're like, dude, the
Ah.
water's wet. And then all I hear from like the side is some kid go, "My plate's wet." And I turn around and he's got his plate and he got the jug of water somehow and he dumps the entire fucking thing of water on the plate, like attention-seeking behavior, man. It just looks like he pissed himself and just, yeah, it's a fucking flash flood in my center.
To a bunch of illiterate people who don't know how to read.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that was about all I hear on the side is "my plate's wet," and I look over and it's like, no, and just that was my day. But so going from there, like, yeah, man, just being able to drink and eat anytime you want, and then the fact that it's spring break. Now, listen, spring break. I've never
Honestly,
had.
you're saying this like it's a good thing, man. That sounds horrible to me.
Dude, it was sick.
It sounds fucking
Yeah, but this
horrible
is well,
to me.
yeah, but we picked a party resort so we can like,
Yeah.
Young ass.
dude, it was the worst.
Young
it was worst.
abs too.
But two things. Well, that's
Yeah,
every
just a
fucking
bunch of-
dude, every guy.
Yeah, young,
Every
good-looking
guy is
guys.
just- every
fucking
guy had
making
a
you feel
six-pack.
dumb.
it was humbling. I bet you it was a humbling experience.
I kept my shirt on a lot. Every guy had a six pack. I was like, "What is this?" And then I'm getting older, but and they all have mustaches too, and
Yeah,
and weird tattoos. Like no one had a legitimate tattoo. They had like when you got 15 random little tattoos everywhere.
Yeah,
that's like
the
is that the
Sailor
thing?
Jerry type thing.
That's
Yeah.
got to be the thing in the States now. They all have that.
I think that's just like
It's a thing in general.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and no
especially
one.
like poor people.
Yeah, and no college kids
I
don't.
I like the look. I like the look.
Remember
feel
what you
like-
said? Sorry, go ahead.
What did I say? What the
Okay, remember what you were saying about like the Canadian or Italian pizza shit or whatever? Here's my take. Okay, I don't think college kids drink beer.
No, they don't. They drink light beer and like
They don't even drink beer, dude. It was like they had like pina coladas and shit. That's all they drank,
Well, when
And-
in Rome.
yeah.
I guess. But the level of inebriation I saw on some people.
I'd imagine.
One chick couldn't get it. It was funny. So she legitimately, first off, she was drowning because like she couldn't get up and it was a swim up bar. So she couldn't like get her head above water. And we are like, this girl's in trouble. So this guy like helps her, picks her up. And then she's falling everywhere. And she's trying to like do the thing, push him off her. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But then her legs don't work. So she sinks again. And he picks her up. But and then he picks her up, and every time she like got picked out of the water, she'd be laughing, and water's just coming out, and she's laughing. I was like, I guess she is fine. I don't know. And so he can't get her up the stairs. She keeps falling, and like she's like
I hate when
hitting
that
herself.
happens.
And so another random guy comes up, and they start like wheelbarrowing. That's the word. They wheelbarrow her, so and it sounds sexual.
It really does. This sounds like an
They
assault.
fucking did it in front of everyone too. It was crazy. And then people are telling me to put my pants up. Like, no. So one dude grabs her legs, the other guy grabs her arms, and they start carrying her out of the pool like that. And one of the chicks that we're with, she like runs up to them and she's like, "Do you know?"
Well, he said run.
Edit.
Write that down, man.
Okay. Sorry. Anyway,
Write it down.
Okay, it's done. It's in my head. It's locked in.
Stop. Write it down.
It's locked
right
in.
Now.
No, it's locked in.
That was a safe space.
Yeah, I got it.
I know someone who listens. I'll say beep. I know someone who listens. You can't do that. Good. Beep. So, yeah, the guys, right? They're wheelbarrowing her, okay? And then one of the chicks I'm with waddles out of the water.
So it is.
No, it's not. It's not her at all. That hit the whole thing. Might have been her. Goes up and goes, do one of you know her? And the guy is laughing, and he goes, I'm her boyfriend. Does it look that bad? It's like, what do you think it looks like? It looks like you're fucking dragging a drunk girl out of the water who can't walk. And now at that point, like, security and lifeguards are all around. But you ready for this? Believe in love. Because guess what? The next day,
Turns out it wasn't her boyfriend.
she's sunglasses and Advil by the pool. It was her boyfriend.
Oh,
And he's
very
hanging
good.
out there.
What a good
By the way,
guy.
he was so calm. I couldn't imagine. He was like
Yeah.
laughing and like, "Come on, sweetie." It's like,
Wow.
how many times has this happened?
Yeah, this is too casual.
Dude, she's like,
This is a
"Oh,
weekly
Also, like,
occurrence.
he's saying that like that's her boyfriend. Like it could have been a relationship that started like when they got
could
on the
have been."
plane.
Yeah, it could
You know,
have
it
been.
could like that to the
Had to have
college
been.
kids. They're like, yeah.
Who's
man.
gonna get into
dude,
a
dude.
relationship though on the way to
Dude,
spring break? That's just fucking dumb.
If my wife
That's
is,
the dumbest thing you've ever
No,
said on this.
buddy.
And you've said some fucking dumb
But he
shit.
just wants to lock it
said
down
so
for the
much.
week.
buddy, if that was me sitting in the pool and like my wife was that girl drowning, I would just be like, "Someone's drowning! Somebody help her! Somebody help that poor lady!"
Someone help that guy. The guy
When-
with long hair.
When we were in Mexico back in September, there was this guy was so drunk and that they put him in the wheelchair to like wheel him back to the room,
what a
and
legend.
so he falls out face forward.
Damn.
So then they tied him up with a towel, 2 towels. They trapped him into the wheelchair.
2 towels.
and just dragged him. Yeah,
This guy got Hannibal Lecter drunk.
yeah, literally. This guy got Hannibal drunk.
He's just
It's
biting it.
hilarious there because like that guy goes down to the bar the next morning. They're
I saw him,
serving-
Alex. His name was Alex. Shout out to Alex. This guy actually
They're
lived.
serving him.
legend.
They do
But
not
I'm
give a
pretty
fuck.
sure his girlfriend got piped by some bald dude. So Alex, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but it happened.
Damn.
It happened because she
Both
was
of-
like,
both of you are in a
Don't say I
wheelchair.
she went to the, I want him to be in another room. And then, man, that's not how it works. We don't just give him another room.
Yeah, like you're worried he's gonna do something like he's.
Our flight on the way home was from Van was delayed like hour 15, and then we get on, fly back, get home. You lose 3 hours. It's late. Over the PA, there's like 2 other flights luggage that needs to come out first. So we had to wait because obviously with Brit, you can't just do carry on. She
Yeah.
needs all her shit. So it took us. We didn't get home till like
Women.
2. Yeah, we didn't get home till like 2:30. It was crazy. The flight was 4 p.m. flight.
Yo, how was the Mexican the airport like getting into Mexico?
So smooth.
Really?
Getting in.
Yeah.
We flew into like the new side though. It was like new-ish.
Okay, well ours wasn't that.
Built in 1984.
Dude, we showed up.
like-
We showed up. There's like 50 people, and yeah, I'll preface this. We got like a 55-year-old, 60-year-old dude who's obviously just like by himself taking his first vacation, and he
Excited about everything.
excited, but also can turn hostile like at any
Oh,
second. Okay,
you got in
So
his
he's-
way.
Hey, he voted
no.
Republican.
Yeah, he had a shirt that said, no, never mind, I can't say that. So
And it was on his shirt.
yeah,
no, like
what
one of
is it?
one of those like segregation. I don't know. Like it just says, says something. It says something like that. So there's only one teller of like you got to go and check in, passport, all that shit. There's only one person open up, and there's at least 100 people in this line. Like everyone up from the flight, however many people it is, and then we're all like slowly going through, and then like 3 people would come into the like booths and be like, "Yeah, it's picking up," and then all of a sudden they'd all leave.
We
like-
just,
for
we
like
don't
20
even.
minutes.
We didn't even have anyone. We had one dude just waving you in. He's like, "Come on,
Okay, no.
si,
Ours-
senor,
no, ours-
si."
No, ours.
No
and-
one's smuggling drugs into Mexico.
Exactly. They're like,
that's
"What?
not
What
a
are you
problem.
gonna bring that we don't have?"
But there was
Yeah.
a lot of Mexicans like in line with us, and for whatever reason, they never had the right paperwork, so it was taking forever. But
that's
basically,
a common problem for them.
yeah, yeah. Okay, he's like, I could have won illegally. I'm here. I'm just a good Samaritan here. I should just get through because I'm here.
Yeah.
But so it took us an hour and a half about that just to get through the line for them to check our passports, because they would bring someone up and then everyone working there would leave after like 10 minutes. And we found out later the one guy was like, yeah, like that's their breaks and lunches. Like they messed
get
up
one
the
a
scheduling.
week.
They
get
messed up
one
the
break a
scheduling,
week.
and so like they would have a guy with their papers and be like, we got to go. Like it's our break. So they'd leave the
Union
guy.
mandated.
They'd leave him there and like go take a break. And so the guy behind us who started out like just loving life, about an hour in, it turned really, he was waving people down like, this is ridiculous. And then I told Nick, I was like, because, you know, Nicole's just fucking blah, blah, blah. She'll talk to anyone, right? So I told her, I was like, don't, you look at him, you're going to start a hurricane. This guy's just looking for someone to look at him.
Yeah.
As soon as you looked at him, he'd be like, can you believe this?
Yeah.
Like, can you believe he's one of those?
The second you make eye contact, it's fucking over.
You
man. He's glued to you for the whole week.
Yeah. And so he like, this is the best part. One of like the supervisors, you know, like people don't fucking care there, right? The guy, like he's like strolling and this guy like waves him down and he's like yelling and he goes, we've been here for an hour. And the guy goes like, and then like just does the hand wave and like nothing. And then the guy goes, all right, good. He's going to get someone. Like, no. And like 10 minutes later, he's like, they haven't changed a thing. It's like, what do you think? It's like, this guy's like, man, this guy's been here for an hour. We got to get this thing going.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck,
Did
man.
they not get my complaint?
I know, yeah. What the fuck?
You thought he filed it formally?
I gave him a nod from across the room. He should have got the fucking point, man.
I will say the workers there though, they're doing God's work,
yeah,
because
they do hard
our
work.
driver, he was talking, he's like, he drives like 18 hours a day, just back and forth from resorts to the airport. It was crazy. Like we had a private one, and this guy is the hardest worker. He talked to us about the corruption and how you got to bribe the cops. He's like, yeah, I pulled over, give them $10, they just let you go.
Yeah.
It's like they make like $1,000 a day off doing that. It's genius work. I love it.
Great work.
Saving
the
no,
city.
great food, great culture, love it. Beautiful people. Let them in. Open the border. Keep
Let
the
him
border
in, he
open.
says.
Keep
Let
the
him in.
borders
You're
open.
good. He's going
Let him
full Biden.
in. Let him in.
We're all in the camp. We're not gonna have the same shirts. That's for sure. You're just gonna say things like, not all lives matter.
What?
I don't know. I'll go back to the NBA, thinking of whatever shirts they had.
That wasn't one of them.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Anyways, yeah, no. Mexico's good, dude. Everything was good. The food was good. I can't believe like the amount. Some of the women that are there. It's.
You talking like the housekeepers, the senoritas?
I wish I was. Oh, although they did like in the parties. Wait, the parties that they had. This looks so sick, but then it turns out to be like the saddest thing in the world. So they go to this place. It's like a legit party fucking arena, brand new thing they built. And you go there and like they have this cages where they have like the girls and guys dancing. So they've got like 2 ripped guys dancing, 2 ripped chicks dancing, the DJ, they're going nuts. They have 3 of these parties throughout the week, right? I realized by the 3rd party that it's the same playlist.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not like he's like mixing it up for these guys.
No, he put a disc in at the beginning. Disc, not his laptop.
Yeah.
A disc in at the beginning, and it played.
He's
through.
got 16 songs, and that's it.
That's it. And like the guy looks like he's doing stuff, and they have this other guy comes up and go like shoots the shit. Anyways, but so I felt so bad for these 4 dancers, and it's always the same people. So they look like they're having the time of their life. But talk about misery. I thought my work sucks, and they're probably doing it for like 3 bananas, dude.
Yeah, it's
pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, it's not
crazy. Yeah, and the amount of pig roast I saw on that dance floor, dude.
Yeah, you saw it in the hallway when they were dragging that girl up to the room.
Dragging that guy, dude. He kind of looked like you. Okay, this one guy, I think his name was Alex.
A lot of degenerates, dude.
He was trying to. I think him and the girl like they had some sort of secret bet of like who can just get blackout and die first. And this guy, like I've never seen someone wipe out on pool stairs so many times. I was like,
why did we slippery?
I don't understand why you keep getting out of the pool. Everything he just piss in the
stay out
pool,
of the
man.
pool.
Like the water's warm. Come on in. The guy kept fucking getting out of the pool. And every time he'd fall, and like we would just be watching. We'd be like, "Here it comes!" And he'd slip and fucking bang his side. And then,
His shin.
dude, yeah, it takes a lot. Like the only way to get cut off from the bar at an all-inclusive
To
is
literally
if you
die.
can't walk.
Yeah.
Like if you can't walk to the bar, they're gonna cut you off.
Sir, you can't sleep here.
Yeah, literally. And
Pretty
he had
much.
sunglasses, so this
Dude, like
guy.
convulsing on the
Yeah.
floor, like throwing up
Yeah.
everywhere. It's like you can't sleep here. That's the only thing.
So his buddy, his partner in crime, is just this fucking fiend cokehead who like just spent the entire week trying to hit on college girls, and he was coked out of his mind. This one guy, and these two gruesome two, fucking Batman and Robin, just tearing the place up.
I love it.
dude. These guys, they're weapons. This guy, he gets cut off from the bar. You see, like the lifeguard does this to the bartender, like. Don't
Yeah.
do it. Like he's done. He has sunglasses on. That's how fucked this guy is. You can't even see his face. And he's like, well, and the bartender's like, no, like
That
whatever.
wasn't English or Spanish.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
Yeah,
done.
like, he's like, no, that's enough for you. And then he just kept shouting, 3 cervezas. 3 cervezas. He just kept fucking shouting. The guy's like, you're done, you're done. And then this is the coolest thing. This is how you know you're in Mexico. The guy, they come to an agreement that he'll give him 3 beers if he drinks 1 water. And this guy,
That's fair math.
maybe the fastest water I've ever seen.
It went over the
Boom!
shoulder. It went over the
Baby,
shoulder.
Boom, done. This guy takes his 3 beers. Here's the best part. Where do you think he took his 3 beers? In a pool bar. Where do you think he took them? He took them out of the fucking pool.
It fell.
He
on the
fell.
Way, it fell on the way out.
What are you doing? This guy, he works so hard for those beers.
I love
He's gonna
it.
have to go chug another water. It's crazy. Oh, fuck, man. And then the way back, dude, we hit the
That
worst.
guy's Yelp review, 3 stars.
3
These
stars.
motherfuckers kept making me drink water.
I was, by the end of the week, I was fucking hydrated. It was crazy.
Yeah, my legs look like a fucking victim.
Oh, man. Yeah, the way back, we hit the worst turbulence I've ever hit. The whole plane
Oh,
dropped.
we had turbulence too. It was,
Dude.
I loved it though.
No,
There was like I want to
plane
get
drops.
that level of turbulence just before the masks drop. You know, like hindsight, knowing I'd land safely. I like turbulence.
I do ever pay attention to those, like when they tell you what to do.
No,
Neither do I.
I would just know instinctually.
Yeah, they
Throat
lose
punch
me.
the guy beside me, so I have 2.
When they say like if we hit water, hey,
Obviously.
If you hit water, you're fucked. Like,
That's what I'm saying. They're like, if you hit water, put this on. I'm like, lady.
No, it's like
you
your
hit water.
your life preserver's
What?
under your seat. I know.
What?
If the plane crashes into a mountain, this is what you need to do:
yeah, yeah,
die.
yeah. If you look under, there's a expandable surfboard that turns into a floating device. Yeah, you're dead.
I
dude.
watched the movie on Netflix that they just redid the story of the Argentina flights or whatever that got like caught in the Andes.
oh yeah,
They,
yeah,
they
yeah.
ended up like eating people and it's wild shit. Cold though. I felt cold the whole movie.
Yeah,
Like, their
yeah.
Poor
You
hands.
have to be cold.
Yeah, because I remember that. Like they were like rationing the chocolate and shit.
Yeah, eating
Yeah.
the humans.
I was doing yard work like out at the house a couple weeks ago with stepdad, and my hands were fucking frozen. And
Yeah.
he's just you can feel like it's so emasculating when you see
Yeah.
like they're just working outside, like they don't even feel it, and I'm just like, oh no. Literally, that was me. Yeah.
Yeah, the fan. I
But
mean,
like,
I know these
you
people
also
do
like look at some of those old guys and like their
leather,
hand-
dude.
Yeah, it's like completely calloused over.
they
It's like
can't
they
feel
haven't
it.
felt a thing in
Yeah.
like
No.
20 years.
Wouldn't that be the best though? Because then like every day is a hand job, like every day.
no,
No,
do you
because it's
mean?
like a
Coarse.
turtle shell. Like,
No,
Like-
well, you gotta. I'm not saying you don't do like put a glove on and put some lube or something on it, but I'm saying you can't feel. There's no feeling.
I think you're exaggerating. Like you're running away with the no feeling thing. Like,
you just hold on. Just to be clear, hold on, because I'm gonna call you out
It
some
wouldn't
bullshit
be no
here.
feeling on your dick. It'd be no feeling on your hand.
Yeah,
you
so
dumb fuck.
exactly. So it wait. That's my point though. Is like it feel like it would be like I'm not doing it. I claw.
Yeah, I know.
closed.
Some 45-year-old fucking Portuguese construction
No.
workers doing
No,
it.
dude. Listen, you just said, oh, they can work outside, and not feel any cold. No problem. But I say
Okay,
they're not going
but,
to feel
like-
their dick in their hand, and all of a sudden there's a red flag on there's a flag on the plate. What do you mean? He can't feel it. That's a
Yeah, but he's still gotta move his like he
Yeah,
still
I
knows
think
what
you
he's
gotta-
doing.
He's doing it, but like you can close your eyes and be like, "Whoa, who's that?" You know what I mean? It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to be stuck in the
Well,
window if you
okay,
can't feel the hand. You know
you
what I
can
mean?
do the stranger, man. That's what
Yeah.
what you're describing is the stranger.
yeah,
where you
he's
Except
sit
with
on
an
your hand.
uncalloused
What?
hand.
Yeah, with a soft hand.
no, because you know why? When you do that, when you guys sit on your hand and stuff, and like if you sleep with like your hand up, when
And
you
it
wake,
falls asleep.
That's the scariest feeling in the world. When you wake up and like you can't feel anything and it hurts and you're just like, what, is it ever gonna come back? That's dude,
One
you're
time,
like,
so I sleep kind of fucked up where like I like put both hands underneath the pillow, and so every now and then like
you just receive the
It
pillow
looks
all
like
night.
you're like pile driving. the
well,
pillow.
Yeah,
like
what?
no, I just like or I'm like that or
Oh, you
whatever.
hug the pillow.
Yeah, I hug the pillow,
Yeah,
but like
so do I.
always face down, right? Like
Wait, what?
always face down, so my arms are like holding up.
He's,
But
that pillow's submissive.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
But the problem is, like, I always wake up with what you're saying. Well, one asleep, but like, man, one morning I woke up and both arms were asleep, and I was literally
just-
like, I couldn't lift myself up. It was the most it was the craziest thing. For like 10 minutes, I just flopped there on the floor.
I'd be in the hospital already. 10 minutes, buddy. After 30 seconds, if I don't have feeling coming down, I'm not trying to be
All
Terry
you're doing
Fox.
is shaking. Like,
No way, dude, no
That's all
way.
you can do.
If it could happen to Coco, it would though.
That, yeah. I mean, I was gonna say imagine jerking off, but you couldn't. Then there's no mobility. You just couldn't.
You're just slapping your dick at that
Trust
point.
me, I tried.
Yeah.
You just couldn't do it.
And if he couldn't do it, then no one can.
No, but that was pretty much the trip. It was good. It was a lot of fun.
I had to vote the other night. We had a by-election in our riding, and I was like talking to my wife. I'm like here, like we can set this up so you can go vote too. Like I'll be home, whatever. And she was just like I don't fucking want to. And then she turns to me, and do you know what she says? She's like, man, like I wish you guys didn't give us the burden of having to vote.
She wants that dictatorship.
Just give her
that
a hug.
sweet dictatorship.
She's like, why do women have to vote?
That's
A question that, question we've been asking.
That's a tough one. Even some of the policies, like my work, like I told you, we went through. I'm government, and we went through like you got to do the whole training that you don't want to do. We went through some of the other pod, the anti this and that. But we just did one that was so stupid. I work with kids, like autistic kids, and it was like a how do you pronounce it? Naloxone.
Oh yeah.
Okay, which is great, by the way. Yeah, right. The ODing thing, and it'll save lives. I get that. Why am I doing it? Not a lot of autistic kids getting their hands on meth.
I think they're thinking like just for like everyday life.
There's a
'Cause, like,
parent.
okay,
You look like you hang
the
out with
facility.
some sketch.
The facility would probably have to have a naloxone kit.
Okay,
So
well,
it's just
here's where I'm
training so you
going.
know how to use it.
Here's the other thing, which is the funniest thing.
Oh
It's
yeah, you parents don't come in high.
all the time. That's kind of a gray
Yeah.
area though, because that is a gray area. Because if like someone's like impaired, like hammered, you're like, yo, you can't take your kid. But if they come and they're like high, it's a gray area because like it is
Like
legal.
stoned or like meth.
How the fuck do you? Oh, stoned. Anyways,
Oh wow.
Whatever. Let them go. The
Yeah.
kid's probably gonna eat a dope meal.
Yeah.
Kid's
Yeah.
about to get fed.
The biggest plate of spaghetti he's ever had.
no. So the end of this training was an hour long, and the end of it is like a test. And sorry, I'm skipping, but halfway through the training, it's basically like a hype training for why you should do these drugs, like why you should do
Talk about
oxycodone
how
and stuff.
awesome they are.
Dude, one of the slides was like, why do people do it? And in the descriptions, I'm not kidding, it was like a sense of happiness you've never felt before. That was one of the things. And the other thing was like,
they could have worded that different.
dude, the other thing was like
a sense of euphoria, kind
that's-
of like.
so
is
they
the-
said
is this, like you don't just be like the best thing you've ever felt.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
People get
selling
addicted
something.
because it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was the next thing. And yeah, why is it so addicting? It relieves all of your pain. It's like, and then I'm like, yeah, sign me up. By the end of it, I feel like it was a recruitment. It
Yeah.
was like, click this link
Who's
for
paying
more.
for this thing?
I know.
Did you guys have racing against drugs where like
Yeah.
where you guys were? Man, it was a cop came into our school and like it wasn't even like they told you what was wrong with the drugs and shit like that. It was literally just like a list of every like almost pro athlete that overdosed before getting drafted. Like it was just like, she just went
You
through
wanna
a
get
list,
to the
like,
show.
Jamal.
Yeah.
Jamar.
Oh, no, no. Okay, I'm going to take some heat for
It was
this.
all basketball players.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that. Like that's what like the joke.
You
is.
did yours in like grade 6, right? Like middle
Yeah.
school type thing? Okay. So
Did you guys
didn't
have
know.
Constable Carr?
Well, hold on, wait. I don't know who we had. All I know is,
fuck we had.
dude, racing against drugs. I had no idea. Like I knew the name and it was catchy, and you got the shirts. I didn't know that it was about drugs and like anti-drug. Hear me out, okay? I know how dumb that sounds. I didn't, because all we knew we got to do it a couple years in a row, and after the first year, everyone knew what the fuck was up with racing against drugs. It was about the big race. everyone knew. You
Obviously,
were all in
it's
on the
about the
big.
big
That's the
race.
only thing that mattered. When we talked about racing against drugs, the first thing is like, okay, we're
There's a
racing.
race.
You got to pick your car. Like, I'm going to see you in the finals. It was fucking boys versus boys. That's all it was. That's the entire thing. Nowhere in our mind. Like, while they were doing the lectures for that, we were just like scoping like fucking
wheel
yeah.
rotations
You're like,
and
dude,
you know.
it was all about the race.
In all fairness, though, those are the kids you don't need to worry about. The ones who are motivated by something like
By
that.
the race.
It's-
No, all of
like,
them
you
ended
gotta
up being
look
the
at-
biggest druggies.
And then you got the kid in the back like, say that was Jamar.
He's paying attention to the slides.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I felt like it was a poor effort all around. Like,
I
as
thought
far
it
as, like-
encouraged. I thought it encouraged
Yeah,
drug
it's-
use.
It maybe had the opposite effect.
It's like the South Park when he's like, Stan smokes, like, well, smoke a whole pack of cigarettes then or whatever. No, it's Family Guy.
Yeah.
Whoever it was. And then it's like,
They've done it in every show.
Yeah. Every
Okay, yeah,
show's done this.
fair enough. Yeah, it's Chris, and he does like 3 of them, and he's like, yeah, it starts to burn, but then you get a real taste for it. Nice and smooth, isn't it? And after sex, forget about it. It's like, it's the same thing. Oh, God.
Buddy, like that was like back in the day, like what parents did to get their kid, and it never fucking worked.
Oh, man. Anyway.
Get them addicted.
Well, but it was always like that's the story you heard, like, you made me smoke like 10 in a row or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
And it's
something
like,
crazy.
but now I smoke a pack a day.
Yeah. Imagine if I smoked a pack back
But
then.
and I've never smoked 10 in a row since.
Yeah.
But I'll smoke 28 of them throughout the course of the day.
Yeah. It's completely different. I was like, me, yeah, Nick was worried about the drinking on the beach and stuff. I was like, yo, if you have 20 beers throughout the day, like, that's how you stay out of the pool. You know what I mean? That's how you don't drown.
Do the math.
What do you
But
mean?
it's also with places like that, is the sun hits you pretty hard, and then I feel like that could be menacing.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, you get some
I don't get
sunstroke
really
and you're
sunburned.
37 cervezas in. That's good night gym
lethal.
kite by like 4 p.m.
Lethal combo. Yeah. I had some Mexican cigars down there. It was pretty good. Or I guess down there, cigars. They're pretty good.
That's
Wasn't
the
bad.
one thing in Cuba, they still call them Cuban cigars,
Yeah, they can get away with it.
Yeah.
because it's like it is a specific. I
Actually, you
think,
know what? They were probably called Mexican cigars.
yeah, because
They
they're
probably were.
they still want to like show you.
It's like milk.
Hey,
right?
we got
Yeah.
Because like cow
we
milk.
got tobacco
goat
leaves
milk.
too.
Yeah. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
do
Oh.
cows call milk?
It's like cow milk.
This dude.
No, humans don't even call it that. We all
Yeah.
settled on fucking
Well,
milk.
to be fair, when's the last
No, it
time
is
you heard a
cow
cow
milk.
call it cow milk?
You want some of my fucking cow? No, it is cow milk though, because you can have different types of milk. It's cow milk.
I've got nipples, Greg.
It
Can
is
you milk me?
100% cow milk.
I know it's cow milk, but like your point is like the opposite there, because no one actually calls it cow milk. They just call it milk.
I think I've said it on the pod before, but I always thought chocolate milk came from brown cows. Like, dude, I was old when I found out it didn't.
But I like
Let's
you
just
thought the
say-
flavoring though and everything.
I just assumed that
Like they
if
eat a
that's
lot of
how-
chocolate.
No, I just assumed it was like eggs chickens give you eggs, and like cows give you steak. I just assumed it was part of the nature, baby, like the circle. You know
But
what
the
I mean?
chocolate aspect of it.
I thought it was like a gift. I just thought it was
A
know
gift from
who am I
God.
to question the Lord? I don't know. That's what it is.
Is it hard to like catch you on fire?
What do you mean?
Are you flame retarded?
Oh, flame retardant.
I think
Yeah.
no, I think he's just regular.
Buddy, it is hard to catch that kid on fire, man. Try everything.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I've never done this before. I legitimately, right before the trip, I burned myself with a like over easy egg.
What?
Yeah, I put my plate. I like to game and eat at the same time. So I made a couple eggs and I just threw them down. And I don't know what happened, but I got pissed and I like hit my plate and it just like catapulted. Yeah, right on my
that
leg.
yolk on the inside.
Dude, the
Oh,
yolk,
yeah.
and then the yolk runs down, and I was like, right when I was on the trip, like I
Those-
had a fucking blister.
Yeah, those burns hurt, man.
It's embarrassing though to be like, yo, how'd you, you know, what
Well, the
Yoked.
fact that it's on your
I
like
got yoked.
like
yeah.
upper leg is like super embarrassing, because
Yeah, 'cause what are you doing with that egg?
You were
I
pretty
know.
much naked doing that,
And I
man.
only brought like one pair of shorts for the beach the whole week, and they were short shorts, so everyone saw.
Yeah.
Bad.
Have you gotten into the speedo phase of your life yet?
I'll never go speedo. I
Yes,
won't.
you will.
I won't. One guy did, and like, first off, you got to have the body for it. That's number one.
No, you just need the balls. for it.
confidence,
yeah.
Yeah, the confidence to
Even if
pull
you
that
have a
off.
huge
no,
cock.
No, man. You see some of those like old retired guys, just guts hanging right over. You don't even see the front of the Speedo. It's completely covered by gut. So you just see it in the back. Like those guys, it's just confidence, man. It has nothing to do.
It's really admirable.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I salute those guys.
There's good people in this world better men than us that strap on the Speedo and just wear it confidently.
Dude, speaking of confidence and dating shows. Sorry, you go ahead.
No.
Okay, Nick's all in on Love Is Blind.
Yeah.
She's so far into it. She's watching
She's watching
Swedish,
it with the light blind.
No, a Swedish version of it's like the mouth. It's not even English. She's watching Sweden
like
Love Is
dubbed
Blind.
over.
Overdubbed.
Yeah,
They're
that's what it's called. Yeah, exactly. That's weird dubbed.
Flame retardant.
Dubbed. That's such a weird word. So
But Netflix is getting pretty good at that. Like a few years back,
AI,
it was pretty
baby.
shitty. Yeah,
AI.
Yeah, some
Welcome
of the
to the
Chinese movies
future.
are good.
There's a couple of the cartel shows are
the Narcos
dubbed
and
over.
the-
Yeah, and
they're
like
good.
it's not bad watching them. Like I've definitely seen worse.
That might be the worst show on TV, and I say that watching like The Bachelor, the Love Is Blind thing.
I've never watched it. I
Also,
don't
how
know.
do they? You've never seen it?
No,
It's-
I don't know the concept.
I know what it is, like, because Britt watches it, but I've
Yeah.
never watched. But I know there was one girl, I guess, in this season that told the dude that she gets compared to Megan Fox a lot, which is something you're not allowed to
And
do. Like, say something. He's like, yeah,
hook,
get
line,
Britt.
and sinker.
And she did not look like
Hook,
Megan
line,
Fox.
and sinker. Okay,
The guy even said, I think he was like, yeah, just a little disappointed in her looks. Like, she did say she
here's-
was like Megan
Here's
Fox.
the concept, okay? Everybody meets in the pods, so it's like 2 different rooms. You talk to each other. You never see each other. You do it for like 2 weeks, and then after you build connections with whoever you want, then you do a face-to-face showdown where the guy either proposes and you move in together for like however long, or it's over. That's the show. So it's like Love Is Blind, right? But I don't understand how these guys just like sit in the pod and girls. I
Blind
would,
people should be furious right now.
dude,
They never have blind people
I
on
know.
the show.
Yeah, I know. The reveal would be
appropriation.
terrible. The reveal.
yeah.
No, they
It's
can
just-
touch each other's
smell-
face. They'd be feeling each
You
other's
smell
face.
beautiful. No, but right. He's like,
They're just like trying to see if they're like
Yeah.
deformed.
I would get kicked out of that show so fast. I'd be there like debating COVID vaccines in the pod. I'd be like, no, it's not fucking real, dude. It's not. Did you know it was made in a lab? And then they cut to me with like the next chick, and they'd be like, let's see how we
I
did
hope
with
the vaccine
let's-
was made in a lab, by the way.
Wait, yeah. Let's see how we did with Brandy. And then he cuts me with Brandy, like, I'm with fucking Trump dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was on that show, they would like I would probably go through every girl. They would just be like, none of them want to like see you. None of them are
so,
interested.
Yeah, so hey, just the producer. So why didn't you want to spend any more time with James? Well, he was hammered every time we
They
chatted.
suggest like,
met
hey,
at 9
next
in the
season we
morning.
might actually do a spinoff. Love Is Deaf. You might have a better chance on that one, but
Oh, I sent that meme to Nicole of like the kid with the monster being like, "I'm gonna take care of you now," and he's like, "I love you." That one. I sent it to her. I said, "It's fucking you," and I swear to God, she's never screamed so yell. Oh my God, she's so pissed. Ah, sorry, it was good. Love Is Blind, baby. What a dumb fucking show. What a dumb.
But
show.
like all of those like
they're all
like,
dumb. But
those
that's a
dating
really,
shows for women are just like horrible. Like they're
They're
like
all-
it's the most toxic.
yeah.
I can get behind
Not
a
for
good
the
love
guy.
triangle.
Yeah, no. If you're like The Bachelor, explain this to me, right? You have like a bunch of feminists out there and stuff. The Bachelor's like 30 chicks going for the one guy, and then the end of like the show, he gets to like bang 3 of them. You get to take like 3 to the suites. Yeah,
Oh really?
yeah,
It's
dude.
like first night's rights.
Yeah, it's like there's 2 or 3 of them left. I don't know how many, but like you get to take them to the suite to basically test out the car. You know what I mean? See if everything works.
Really?
Yeah, and they fuck. Like so.
Coco knows. He's got
Dude, I got
first-hand
it
knowledge.
in. I got it in.
I've watched
I
every
know
episode.
someone who knows someone. Yeah,
That's pretty crazy. I didn't know that. That seems like
yeah.
but also
And
like
then how does it work after that? Because after that, you're gonna be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna marry you because you just fucked my best friend." Like, you know what I mean? Like, how does
yeah,
that
because
work?
no, those girls on
They ain't
the show,
friends.
yeah.
They ain't friends.
Girls in a competitive like landscape
No.
are not making friends. They may seem friendly
no.
because they're trying to manipulate
They're
each other.
keying cars. They're
Yeah.
slashing tires.
Oh,
they're,
yeah.
They're doing.
I love
They're cheating
her-
to win.
The security on that set must be like just
yeah.
insane because they're just like, oh, these women are going to get crazy.
Yeah.
like-
going to get.
All 40 of them are fucking crazy
Yeah.
from the
they're
beginning.
nuts. They're fucking certifiable.
like third weekend, all their periods, like
line up the moon
Yeah.
cycle.
The
No.
guy- the
40
producers.
women, and they're just like,
You hear that, Ron? Bears.
The producers just like, yeah, we're not gonna do any production today.
got a code red.
We're gonna take code red. We're gonna take it easy today.
Yeah.
it seems like everyone has COVID.
Do me a favor. Yeah, do me a favor. Send in Uber Eats and close the pool. That's in that order.
All right, let's roll the behind the scenes of Jimmy's interviews. We gotta kill some time.
Jimmy's interviews. Just him. You know, like pandas, but I fuck more lions. Like,
Yeah.
you go, wow, how did he not pull?
Why didn't they want to see him?
I don't get it. He just sounds like he doesn't shave.
He's read one too many articles on Epstein's
I
Island.
know. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's the first thing you bring up on like everyone. It's like,
I told him.
so do you think Epstein killed himself?
I told him I lost a family member at 9/11. He just said that sucks having the government kill your family.
It just goes balls deep into this conspiracy.
9/11 changed everything, Brian. 9/11 changed everything.
Oh God. You know the fucking Clintons, you know the Clintons were on the fucking plane, right? It's like, I just want to know what your favorite color is. My favorite color is a white bitch. like
That cannot ever be heard by anybody. I think we're keeping it though.
Oh man, let me segue. Let me segue to two things that happened.
The Boston Marathon bombing
Did it though?
and the crisis in Darfur. How are they linked?
No. Okay, this happened on the same.
If we keep sending money to Ukraine,
we're gonna be fucking proud. Are we good? Are we good? We're gonna rally here. We're gonna rally so fucking hard.
oh shit!
We're gonna rally like all the contestants behind the bomb that were passing the.
Shut up!
How did they finish the race?
Shut up! That is not funny.
That's all those heroes. Can you imagine? Imagine how bad you gotta want it to cross the line after that.
Well, some people did train a while for that race.
No, listen. So
I came to win.
I was walking Hugo. Okay.
This is the segue.
This is my segue. Well, we can't keep talking about fucking islands. So I was walking my dog. Okay. And I do this thing where I pull out like an Asian accent. I don't know why. But anytime he does something good, I'm like, boy, like I'll just do that. Like,
What are we doing?
I just wait. There's an ending to this.
What are we doing?
So I go.
Hey, so he does it again. Okay, enough.
So, what do you mean? It's just me being me. So it's one of my characters. I do it with him, and we're walking through the park, and he like picked up the stick or whatever, and I did it. I'm not gonna repeat it, but I was like, So I do the accent, and then just by chance, he like kind of stops and turns. And I look behind me. Not more than 5 feet behind me was a full family. A full family of
Asians.
Yeah, they were, or whatever it is. Yeah, Oriental. Can you say that? Is that a mean thing to say?
I think
Asians
Asians,
fine.
Yeah. The walking their dog.
I mean,
and
doing the accent's not fine, but
that's a thing. Yeah, but
Yeah.
but it's harmless when I do it. It's just Hugo and I. It's a bonding thing.
it's harmless when I'm rapping certain lyrics too. But
Yeah, but you do it in your car.
But so were they laughing? Did they think it
No,
was
there's
funny?
no. But this is common for those people. They don't show a lot of emotion, right? So it was kind of common.
They live under that
Stoic.
communist
I'm not-
regime.
they were stoic.
Yeah, like, like they gave me a head nod. It was a guy and a girl. I didn't really look at the guy, to be honest. I looked at the girl though, and she was there. And
the
we
guy's
kept
just
walking.
like, not only does he mock me, but he's looking at my wife.
Yeah, probably, I guess.
This guy could have fucking kicked your head off.
And then, for sure he could have.
Don't
For
do it.
sure he could have.
Don't do it.
And then I walked by this thing. I didn't know people do this, but You know the people that flip houses?
Yeah.
Okay. First off, there's like a note on a tree, basically one of those wooden things, and it's like
that is what a tree is.
The poles, the poles.
What are those natural wood things that just grow?
You know the mahogany that they have just hanging there, right underneath the Bermuda. No, so on it there was like a note, and it says like this guy like I'll buy your house fast or whatever, but it was handwritten.
Dude, no, we have
That's
a
a
couple
thing?
out in Bowmanville, and it's like the yellow signs, but
Yeah.
at the stoplights, you know when the people put the signs on the
Yeah.
back of them, and then it just like in handwriting, like just chicken scratch. It says "Will buy house as is 905." Like
What the
just
fuck?
it's like crazy.
You can't get a printer?
Yeah.
You're gonna buy my house for asking? There's no way.
Yeah, but then you
No.
can't print a sign big enough so that they don't want to have to go to Staples for this,
You
get
should
a
have
custom
Those
print.
guys are not, and like
They're going to
not,
a dollar store getting a billboard
Yeah,
or
they're
a
not-
poster
they're not
board
buying
and
your
just
house.
Sharpie
No, they're buying your house, but not for the price that you want.
They're gonna buy like
Because
half.
for cash.
They're gonna call our service, and there's gonna be a body there, right? Oh, slashing prices and people. I never. There's no way they get actual market value for those houses. Like
No, what
can't,
they do is like
right?
they're essentially finding people who like I need to liquidate in 30 days. So I'm going to that guy, and he's gonna give me 75% of what the market value is. Like
And then
he's like,
chalk it up.
Finding some desperate individuals.
and he's giving you that like thing. And in some cases, it's like they literally hand you cash, and then Buddy just walks away on the mortgage.
it's a briefcase.
wild.
Yeah, like it's like fucked up things like that.
That'd be
right?
sick to do a briefcase exchange, though. That'd be really
Yeah,
cool.
that would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be the
'cause,
worst
like,
drive
I
of your
see
life.
it in the movies all the time, and it rarely do they go off. Someone gets shot. That's not
Oh,
actually
yeah.
money. It's Monopoly money inside.
It would be like the worst drive of your life,
old
though,
receipts.
because you just like 10 and 2. You're like fucking.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
Did he have a guy with him?
What do you mean?
Are you getting followed? What do you mean?
What are we-
Tailed,
Oh, why haven't we come up with this idea?
tailing people illegally.
Tailing people. Who said anything about illegally? No,
What are
it's
we
illegal.
tailing
It's
people
actually
for?
it's illegal. No, listen. You buy a house for asking, and we're gonna give you cash. For those of you who are only on audio, I winked aggressively.
Yeah, until that like the CBC does a story that like this company that buys houses at market rate for cash in 30 days.
People
Has
continue to
100%
get mugged.
rate.
just James on the news. I don't understand why I'm the real victim here. My reputation is tanked.
Yeah, you know how much of my money has been given and robbed?
Yeah, right.
shortly after.
I
don't
think someone's
understand.
following me.
Yeah. The last one we did an underground location at 3 a.m. It's crazy, and 5 guys showed up.
Oh, we have actually.
Wearing
Wait,
MAGA hats.
let's cut to live footage of the muggers, and that does look a lot like Jimmy.
Wait, at the end there when he turns, does he not? Is he giving you a thumbs up?
Yeah. Does he not say, "Huh? Look at me,
Hey.
Jimmy, robbing my own money"?
He appears to
Yes.
he appears to have his pants down and some sort of burn on his upper thigh and a long dick. Can we see yours, please?
That's how they do it. They get you to show your dick in the lineup.
That's the only way she
Dare
can
tell.
identify you. Is
Yeah.
she only saw his hog?
Do you think that's been a thing before?
Yeah.
In a police station?
Maybe for like an R-word case.
That's what I'm saying. Where
it's like I
officer, I didn't
only
get
remember. Yeah, I didn't get a good look at his face, but I did get a good look at.
it. Yo,
I
and
don't
this-
think they would do that.
wait.
They make him.
And then you go a step further.
What? So you're saying this sick fuck this should get away with it?
We'll go a step further.
No, we're not going a step further.
Officer, I can't tell.
No, we're not going No, we're not going a step further. This is it. This is the end
This
of
is
it all.
the one.
This is the end of it all.
That's it all.
Oh, this is the end of it all.
Detective? Can I see 3, please?
No.
3, move forward. Can you ask me to give me a little shake? Let me see 4 again.
3, move forward, then move back, then move
And then
forward.
the officer's like, the officer's like, I don't know, I need to see him hard erect. The officer's like, which one was it? She's like, I don't know. He's like, how don't you know? She's like, I don't know. One's black. What do you mean? How do you not know? Oh, I'm done.
Yeah. That was out of pocket.
Look, things get out of hand.
They do.
When you're talking about ethnic jokes and
Are we
large
just
cocks.
recording? Are we just recording your apology now?
It's just me on the news. No. I get you to do it on the news. I don't know why all of my money keeps getting robbed after my exchanges, and I would also like to apologize for the comments that have been made.
Well, I love how you bring it all back. That those comments were made in character, obviously, so they
course.
weren't thoughts of your own.
What do you mean? No, I'm a victim here.
These
it's
characters are using your body as a tool.
Yeah, there was.
This all started from a sign for people just buying houses at stop signs, and Coco's taking it just
It's a perfectly
so far.
logical conclusion. Isn't it like I saw this shit? I don't know his name. You remember? Okay, the rundown with The Rock. Wait, is that the one with the
Sean William
casinos?
Scott?
What's the one with the casinos? That one, right?
No, that's
No. Walking Tall,
Walking
that one?
Tall,
Or
yeah.
Harder? Yeah, that one. You know the bad guy in that? The white villain bad guy?
Yeah.
Okay, that guy, he put out this thing I saw online, and it was like people just completely shitting on his life because I guess he only plays the bad guy.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Who is it? I can't remember that movie.
I don't know his name,
Uh,
but people hate on him
Yeah.
because he's a villain. That's how dumb people are, though.
Some people though
like send
they're-
him like threats and shit.
Is it just like part of it though?
This guy. They like send him they like no, I don't know. They like actually sending him like a bunch of threats and saying he's like a shitty person. You don't know.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I
this guy.
see. I only know him from he's from Band of Brothers, and he's plays a pretty stand up guy there.
Or he saves
Yeah,
lives.
but that's how
Yeah.
much of a dick he is in other
Wow.
things.
That it
That
just
it
like
trumps it.
overpowers
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
And so he's
They
just-
forget his service
Yeah.
and they just jump right
He
to
was
it.
at Normandy,
that
guys.
was Dwayne fucking Johnson. Also, what do you think The Rock's gonna do when like he's got to stop taking like juice? His body's
Why
just
would he
gonna
have
shrivel.
to stop?
Well, I mean, it's either
You got to stop eventually.
Yeah, he's gonna have
or
to
like
Oh, he's not on the same juice that like
he's on like the good
Franco's
HGH
on, you
stuff
know?
though. Like he's on good stuff. They're all on good stuff. Hugh Jackman, all those guys
but there comes
Wolverine.
for sure.
there's gonna come a
Oh,
point.
He just regenerates.
There's gonna come a point where like he can't hit the gym for 8 hours a day. Like
Well, it's not the gym; it's the Iron Paradise,
You idiot.
and he can, and he will.
Man, like why is he even here?
I think that's just like the bullshit of like I was watching the like original Fast and the Furious, and you look at like Dom Toretto in that, and he is just jacked, just chiseled in that movie. To like they just totally tricked us into thinking you could be that and still run a business and have a part-time crime syndicate.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like Toretto
but, like,
wasn't working hard.
He was working pretty hard at the garage.
Oh, come on.
buddy, and those tuna
Fixing
sandwiches.
cars.
Buddy,
he's
there's
tuning shit
no
up.
way that guy's that shredded and is not at the gym like 12 hours a day.
I feel like he
No, he just
wasn't
juiced, though.
as shredded though as like
He got pretty big.
He
Like
got
The
bigger
Rock.
after, but
oh,
like
not even close.
you know.
yeah.
I feel like The Rock. Once they started doing The
Yeah,
Rock and
it's not
those guys in those movies, it was game over.
Yeah,
But
he's
even
a
like
big dude.
when you go back to the first one, he's not even like
he's barely even furious.
he's not like bulky. He's just like
He was upset.
he was just like a cut guy, right?
Yeah. And then he started like eating good.
Yeah.
The family, once it got successful,
Yeah.
That meat
Those
lovers
mom-
all Pizza Hut pizza, authentic American
authentic
Pizza Hut.
American, better than Italy pizza. That's war. You've waged war.
Okay,
You've waged war.
you guys want to hear my simple Dragon's Den idea?
Go.
Most simple one I've ever had. Maybe too simple. Okay. What's the only problem with Amazon? Let me answer it
They
because
got a
you
lot
won't.
of problems.
I know. Well, besides the wage, besides the wages, no. It's that they don't do like it's shipping days, right? They only like are moving your package during the day. Amazon drivers at night.
They definitely
No, they
They have
don't.
drivers at night.
No, they don't. Nothing gets delivered at night.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
But, like,
not
you don't-
Amazon employees that are delivering
They're
your shit.
supposed to.
No,
Yeah.
they sublet it to fucking
the
a third party.
people in the vans,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, the hit and run people I had.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, but no one does that at night, man. You don't get boxes at night. You want to that's how you beat the competition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
it's
like,
also for theft and everything and safety.
No,
Yeah.
it can't be. No.
okay. You just fill a van with like hooded people and follow that Amazon guy, and
So
you
now
just-
you're
Not
stealing
even that.
my-
You're
wait,
leaving.
what?
You're leaving packages overnight.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
well,
but they're
and-
safe packages.
No, they're not,
They're
man.
completely safe. They track 'em.
Buddy, I like. There's nothing worth like ordering that's cheap, like that's worth ordering on Amazon. If it's under $5, why are you ordering it off Amazon? Just pick it up at Walmart next time you're there.
Yeah, but see, next time you're there, I don't. Or just don't.
Every
go to
time
Walmart.
I like order something off Amazon, it's expensive, man. It's at least a couple $100.
What are you getting for a couple $100 on Amazon?
We can get anything on Amazon.
Yeah, like literally
I guess,
anything.
but like, I guess why are you looking up things that are that expensive on Amazon?
I don't know, man. Like what? Like,
Pocket pussies ain't cheap.
yeah.
Have you ever?
It's got to get the extender.
Have you ever tried one of those?
No.
Me neither. I would never either.
That-
Definitely
Never.
not.
I would never. I would just sit on my hand. I would never.
I just would find a good old working man. who would
Working
power
man.
it.
I don't know what it is about me, but like I feel like those would be a one-time use.
Dude, are
Yeah,
you that
'cause
rough?
Stretch, you'd
Yeah,
stretch it out
just-
so much it would just.
No, it would just be
This
like
guy keeps returning these. We don't want them. I'll just take your word for it and send you a new one.
I've never seen so many loads dumped.
dude, do you guys remember though, speaking of like the ordering stuff, do you guys remember Wish?
Wish.com.
Whatever fucking happened to Wish, man?
I think still around.
I think it's still
Is it?
around, but they just probably stopped making money, so the marketing budget has just been stripped.
Yeah.
But it was like
It
there
would
was
take
the
3.5 months to get a couch.
but it was also like at the height of it, you saw some old people just being like, "Oh, this is the third time," and they'd show the pictures of like what it was and what it turned out to be on Wish, and it was like, "This is the third time this month." It's like, why are you still
we're
ordering
still
from
doing it.
Wish?
I know. I got hit with that. I bought like a golf game and they sent me a golf ball.
Really?
Yeah. I bought like the beer pong, like the beer.
They're saying it
pong,
in the name though. They're like, just wish.
the beer pong
just
like
wish.
shipping pad. It was like $80 or whatever, and I bought it. And I was like, "What a sale! It's like 70% off because this shit's expensive." And they sent me a golf ball with a barcode on it. That was it.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I couldn't return it either.
Yeah, oh yeah, because it was Wish, man.
Wish.
They figured out the system.
We just call your wishes are commit click.
Your wish is that.
That's the way to do it though. Is honestly, they're anti Me Too, anti woke. They're just like not in the people way. They're in the whole fuck it. We don't have a returns department. We don't have customer service department. We don't have complaint department. We don't have help. We got nothing.
We don't have
Eat a dick.
Don't even try to call
Yeah.
us.
And,
Legally, we have to have
and
a
when
phone
you
number.
order and three months later it's still not there and there's no way to reach us and the only email you get is a do not reply email, then yes.
That's what happened to me. I tried to email and call. It's like, this number is not available. And at first my stupid ass is like, well, that's strange because they didn't send me the right product.
Could you imagine?
I hoodwinked.
Like you think you're calling them and it's like rerouted to China, and then some guy picks up, but he's not even Chinese. It's just a white guy going,
Okay.
Whoa,
and
whoa,
there we are again.
whoa.
There we are.
"It's not me."
He's not even walking a dog.
Hey, you Google Earth their address and it's like in the middle of the desert. It doesn't exist. Their home office doesn't exist. There's no warehouse. It's all a fugazi.
Fugazi. It's a fugazi.
None of it's real. None of it's real.
So
But
you
you
don't
just
like my
get-
idea.
No, your idea is fucking stupid.
That's not a bad idea.
You've never had a good one.
That's bullshit. I've had a couple good ones. First off, following the guy, the money guy. Didn't that happen at Frankie's? Didn't the guy
that's
guy
every
got ripped
movie.
at Frankie's?
The Suicide Squad was, probably your best idea.
Yeah, that was.
Remind me, which one was that? I've had so many. I don't
That's
know.
the one where we were suiciding people.
That was your idea.
No, you
No,
came
it's
up
your
with
idea.
that.
Yeah, but then you guys went to like with Flair,
We-
right?
Well,
made it
we
better.
jazzed
Just
it
like,
up.
Yeah,
Pizza
made
Hut
it better.
did
Yeah,
pizza.
you guys
Yeah.
turned it into like, how are
Just
you
like
gonna
Pizza Hut
die?
did
And then you
pizza.
don't know when you're gonna die.
Yeah.
I bet you that's long enough that like we could probably spin that again, and the viewers would probably have no idea what happened. Like most of them, unless we've got like our diehards, they'll know. But
I mean, okay, so essentially, let's do that next time where I can really build a better business. We got to look at. We've actually since we've been workshopping the
look
idea.
at storage units or what?
Well, there's just been a few revelations that we've had since we started looking into this idea. One, the legalities in certain provinces and states. It's not 100% across the board legal.
That's okay.
So there's not. Oh,
The
What's-
best businesses are in the gray area.
yeah, we've been living a lot in the gray area. This podcast.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Hold on. What do you mean it's not? Let's leave it. But you can't just be like, it's not 100% legal. You're killing someone.
No.
Yeah.
We're
In
Euthanasia.
some states,
Euthanasia.
in certain states where we're not going to do it, that's how they see it. Yes.
Yeah.
Idiots.
But if you
they see it as murder,
if you want to get euthanized,
Not assisted suicide.
in a fun, compelling way, so what? You got to travel from Nevada.
Dude, imagine
to
people-
You got to cross
Detroit.
state lines, and trust me, it is not Nevada. You got to leave.
Yeah,
Dude,
If you're in Nevada, you do not need to leave. We will come to you.
Utah isn't particularly fond of our business idea.
the amount of people you're gonna scar, you're gonna have people going to like those like
Not scarred, they're
support groups. Like, well, what happened? I was just sitting at a bus stop and 2 clowns jumped out of the car, confettied a guy, and chopped his head off.
That is not.
It was
That
my
is.
dad.
That is.
There's gonna be a support group for people that have witnessed your products.
We wouldn't do that at the bus stop. Okay, we wouldn't do that out in public.
Man.
That would be an at-home special. What we would call an at-home special as part of the Diamond package.
Oh God, the diamond. Do you think people have ever gone to those support meetings and just like sat there and kind of giggled a bit over those stories? Because I guess like you can't
Do you
laugh
mean to
at
like an AA meeting?
AAs would be funny, like the R word wouldn't be a fun one. You know what I mean? Tough crowd. tough.
I feel like though, like
Tough
you're
to laugh at that one.
because even the AA ones, like
Those
I
are
think
funny.
they seem funny on TV,
yeah,
but I
sad.
feel like if
And
you
they
went
got a
to
sad.
one,
pendant. They got a pendant too, like 2 months. Good job, Timmy. And then you see Timmy the next week, and he hadn't shaven. You're like, ooh, Timmy will take the
No.
pendant back, and he's like, I sold the pendant.
it would be it would be super depressing. It would be a bunch of middle-aged guys being like, I haven't seen my kid in 17 years.
And then you'd just be you in the back, sip of coffee. He's fine. He's way better off. You left him in a bad state, dude. Dude, he was putting shoes on, and they had Mickeys in the shoes. He's fine. He's doing great.
They could make it better though if they did have one dude kind of moderate, keeping. I think the flow of the meeting would be better if someone gets in the story and they're like, "Boo."
Yeah. What else to do?
Linda, you told it last week. It wasn't good then. It's not going to be good now.
Okay, you know the other guys and they have the scene of like I guess cops that use like aggressive force or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Do you think great scene?
That'd be
Do you-
awesome to sneak
right,
into one of
that'd be a
those.
funny one, right? What happened with you? And do you notice that there'd be like a trend? I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
There'd be a trend,
okay.
and then they all just like head nod to each other, like yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They gotta like hide how like hyped they are, but that is the funniest scene in that movie when he's like, just looking at how did that make you feel? It made me feel like my cock was made of concrete.
Then he's gonna, hey, why don't we even the odds?
Yeah. Yeah, what is it? I threw my partner
shit,
the 12 gauge. I
Yeah.
went,
Holy shit! I feel like I was there. That was good.
I mean, yeah, that meeting would be interesting though. That's where directors and producers and writers, they just go to those meetings just for like storylines. Like, okay, this is interesting. The Boston Strangler.
How do you spell Zodiac?
And sorry, your mother, was her throat slashed or was she shot in the face? I can't recall those details.
Dude, that
a
Zodiac.
bit of both.
That Zodiac guy doesn't get enough credit either, because that guy's still
He gets
running.
a lot of credit.
Does he,
Yeah,
though?
they made a whole movie about him.
Name
Yeah,
hey,
but, like,
name
yeah.
3 serial killers.
Bundy,
He gets enough credit.
Yeah,
Iceman, 2, technically a serial killer.
Chocolate Dell.
yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh man, yo,
Charles
what?
Manson.
Man, dude, these lights are bright. Fuck, I'm not good at this.
Yeah,
Or, to my point, Zodiac gets a lot of attention.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if we were talking about Ted Bundy and you said name 3, I probably wouldn't have brought up Zodiac. I'm just not good at that. You found the one thing.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not-
brought
we
brought
put
up
some
Zodiac
pressure
when
on
we
him.
said
Well,
serial killer.
Well, no.
He was
That
the-
only
you
because
didn't
he was
bring
talking
up
about-
Bundy.
He added his notes.
You didn't bring up Bundy.
You son of a bitch. Could have brought up Bundy.
What's the guy from
Bundy's doing it right.
Making a Murderer? What's that guy's name?
Oh my God. It's not this, but it's Brian something.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
not
know.
Brian though.
But man, that story took the nation for a
Zach.
while.
I never watched that. I didn't care.
Oh, didn't?
No.
Well, it's sad because like I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah.
do you
Not
mean?
enough people died for me,
Yeah.
for my liking. I mean, back in the day, those Zodiac times, you could get who's gonna catch you?
Oh,
Roll up,
Well,
boom,
yeah.
boom, 22.
dude, even then, like,
What'd it do?
even if you got caught, as long as you like evaded capture or like got out of being captured, which was like, you know, Houdini could do it,
Easy.
anyone could do it. You just go to the next town and tell
There's
them
no
you have
record,
a different name.
yeah.
I'm
now Bill.
I know a guy who was telling me that like back in the day, what they used to do is like you would go to the cemetery, find a baby that died, and then take that information and go and be like, oh, I need my birth certificate. And you can get all new documents because the death certificates and the birth certificates were kept in a different building. So they had no idea that, like...
Oh, damn. Well, they used to do that with, like...
Rock and roll, baby.
They used to do that with, like, voter fraud, right? They just go to the cemeteries and get names.
Yeah, just
that's
write
how
them
they
all
do it.
down.
Write them all down. I saw this video of, like, this guy that escaped from prison, and he's, like, 2 miles out of the prison. He's just, like, in a white beat or whatever, and a sheriff, like, stops him because they're looking for, like, the guy that escaped, and he's just calm and cool and just, like, is joking around and talking to the sheriff, and he's like, well, we got, like, a guy who's on the run, and they're like, oh, shit, no way, whatever. And then he's like, no, well, I'll hang out, like, whatever you need me to do. And the guy's like, how tall are you, whatever. He's like, I'm, like, 5'11", and the guy's like, this guy's 5'9". He's like, oh, and then he's laughing, and he's like, well, I could tell you, I didn't escape from no prison or whatever. What'd he do? Things like that. And what did he describe? And he's just like, oh, like, he had like he didn't have he, like, had a mustache. The guy shaved the mustache before he left, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy, he just talks to him for, like, 2 minutes, and the officer goes, all right, well, you're not in, man. Have a great day. And the guy's like, yeah, you too, officer, and shakes his hand and walks away.
You got to have nerves of steel doing that,
Dude,
man.
wild.
I would have pissed myself midway through that.
Who was the serial killer that had the guy, like, chopped up in the trunk?
That might have been the Zodiac got
No, it
pulled
wasn't
over.
Zodiac.
But
Was
I
it
know
Zodiac?
Zodiac got pulled over one time because he wrote another letter to the cops at one point, being like, "You could have had me,
Oh, damn.
but you let me go."
That's crazy.
But I think Bundy got pulled over a couple times. Like,
What's the Dahmer?
Oh,
It was
yeah,
Dahmer. Dahmer. Bam. Yeah, he did the same thing, right? He had, like, parts in his thing or whatever in a bag.
He had a type.
yeah.
Yeah, he did. Fucking liberals.
They probably were. Old traditional values.
OTVs, buddy. None of that white liberal bullshit.
Okay, we good. We calling her?
Love you guys.